Hey, this game's making me a bit emotional. Game of Plays New Super Mario Bros. Wii, aka NSMBW. Not suitable, maybe. Maybe for work. Maybe works. Maybe. Not suitable Mario Brothers work. Work it out. Think about it. Shake it up. Do what you want. Alright, let us continue. Do not mind the cannonless. I know it's tempting to grab it. I will also... Oh yeah, this is another part, since I'm going to be fighting that Goomba soon. I try to do those fights, like... Was it like 2 to 3 times? Because you get different arenas for those fights, and I kind of want to make sure you see those. I don't know if I've seen all of them in this playthrough, but I get enough action out of it anyway, so not to worry about it. I'm gonna fight the shit out of the enemies. Here's an underwater level. You like those, right? Kind of goes with the theme of underwater. When you put ice in, it becomes buoyant up the surface. Then the fish will probably die due to lack of oxygen, never mind hypothermia and shit. Then it smacks against the ceiling because it's, I don't know. I don't think the fish would be so fragile as to go poof, but alright. The green sheeps are a bit more aimy, but not as much as some other fish in this game. Wow. There sure are a lot of fish too, so, I mean, just hit all of them. And buoyant fish make for good things to stand on. Okay, come on. Yeah! I know. Guess what's up there? Can you guess? I thought there was something up there. Maybe it's up here. There we go. Did you know there's a red ring up there? Yeah. Also, I like how this is borrowed from, like, Yoshi's Island, but then again, we use the Yoshi's Island red coin mechanic also in sense in Mario 64, I would think. So yeah, 8 red coins. They're a key to your item, or a 1-up if you have as much item as the game thinks you're going to get. And the items tend to be appropriate to what you need in the level when you get the red ring. So it's usually like mushroom and something else, and then ice or something, or propeller. Stuff like that. If you freeze the urchins, they will cover the current and block the pipe from working. This happens when they unfreeze, so yeah, you should just let it happen. There you go. Just kind of gets shocked into something. These clams can hurt, and they contain things usually, including peace of mind. So if you want your peace of mind, try looking in there. Dum bum bum bum. Fishies don't know when to quit or to die. Fish, 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 there's a coin. That's easier if I use this fish to get up there. Watch this. There we go. Currents ain't got nothing on me. Try to jump off. There we go. Doing that without the ice could be painful, because you'll have to, like, go directly in between them and hope the current doesn't take you. I wouldn't count on that. Da-da-da-da-da. Alright, we're gonna block that current in order to get to that coin. Shown on the map. That's what we say. Star coins will help you spray and pray. That's what. Why does every water level always sound like a lullaby? Is that on purpose? Like, am I gonna fall asleep if I drop? Oh, I guess that's probably why. It just sounds underwater. Like, how did we decide, like, what environments have what themes? You ever think about that? Like, why do deserts sound like sitars? Or volcanoes? Why does ice always have Christmas music? I mean, that's probably a clear answer for that. Why does water sound like this? And why does hard rock either mean you're in, like, the final level or, like a factory? Why is this? I'm gonna wait for the star to come back my way so I can have it for more time. Not that I know how much use it'll be underwater, because I like doing the flips. But, alright. Jesus is going down to Bethlehem. Jesus going down to Nazareth. Or whatever. Something, something, Jesus Christ Superstar. Anyway, there's a lot of fish there. The yellow fish? I guess they're like the red fish. Except they seem to come in bigger packs, I think? I don't really know the difference with those. Now these guys, these blue spiny fish, I can tell they're a carryover from a very rare Mario 3 enemy, not even used. You can probably check it out on the cutting room floor, or you can see some Mario 3 mods that use them. But they're dangerous. They will actively go after you a little bit. A little more than the green anyway. They'll actually kind of look for you. They're smarter, more intelligent. Probably has to do with the needles in their brain. Inject with intelligence juice. Get syringed into the door hinge with my orange, while my burn singe, etc. Wow, you're a rapper now. Yes. Yes, I am. Help me! Yeah. I'ma help you. You freaking idiot. Alright. No Toad left behind. Note, this would mean everyone was left behind except for Toads. Wow, it's almost like unintended consequences, or perhaps intended ones. You can never be too sure. Damn it. How dare you destroy my Toad? Only I get to destroy my Toad, and my Yoshi. Don't do either. Only Mario has those privileges. Plumber privileges. Oh yeah, so, you can protect your Toad by having Yoshi eat it, and hope it doesn't eat it. By which I spit it just to make sure it doesn't do just that. Because I didn't remember if the Yoshi actually eats the Toad, so I'm just forgetting it for now. But yeah, I could probably do it here. It would certainly be effective getting around the Hammer Brothers that way. Or I could just spit the hammer back and hope I actually hit it. With my understanding of projectile physics. Yoshis come in different colors. I don't know what determines that. But I do know when you have a Yoshi, a different color will come near it. So, any Yoshi in the screen will invoke a different Yoshi to appear. Which means, I guess there'd have to be 8 colors of Yoshi, so like 4 people have a Yoshi, they're all different colors, and then you hit another egg, and I guess... Oh wait, no, I think a 1-up would come out. Okay, so there's usually 4 colors of Yoshi at any given time. As far as we know. You know, we know, right? As far as I know, it could be 8. I'm sure someone knows that. It's almost excruciatingly unimportant, but 8 would make no sense because then they'll be all the colors of the ones from Yoshi's Island. It seems to make sense here. I've gone from green to yellow to light blue, so I think it's in that right order, actually. So if I were to get another one, would it be purple? Would it be purple? That is the order I went through. Oh, by the way, the Yoshi's Island playthrough is going to happen. That was something I was starting to work on before, well, a lot of things happened, but... That comes after a lot of stuff gets caught up, and we do the Yoshi's Island stuff and other stuff that goes with it, like what? Yoshi's Story? I don't think I'm ready for Yoshi's Story just yet. I remember Yoshi's Story being annoying to 100%, even though I like the game a lot. Doo-doo. Oh yeah, 1-up, because I'm worth 1/3 of the Toads. Yep. Who knew half was actually third? Nice sense of logic there, bucko. Well, at least it's a greenhouse, so we don't have to spend too much time, but when you're doing the greenhouse minigames... Probably skipped one while it was happening. When you're doing the green minigames, I get to use my Wiimote to aim the cannon at 1-ups. So, you can see me attempt to aim, and it's hilarious, because sometimes I try to get these chains, and other times I'm just like, oops, I just got one, or I just don't get any. But that's kind of the draw. They kind of expect 4 people to take all these pipes so you can just try to get all of them. 2 is fine for this. And these 1-up things, these minigames, the 1-up minigame and the red mushroom minigame, they change per world. Certainly. Well, I understand why the red one has to change because, you know, different item selections. And then for the green one, it's just a matter of you're probably going to die more, so they figure they give you more lives. There you go. The goal of these battles are not to actually battle, but they're actually to save these toad orbs that will actually kill all the enemies afterwards. But I like killing them anyway, when convenient. And in the case of Goombas, it's all too convenient. Plus I have fire, but I could just shot them. But nah, I'm just doing the silly thing and jumping on them for the possibility of a 1-up, which could have been done. Could be done. Could be me. Could be you. Could be false, could be true. There are 44 lives. Is that enough lives? I have an insane amount of lives for someone who has not beaten World 1. I'd swear every time a Mario game gets newer, I just get even more lives than should be necessary. Actually, no, I think it's more to do with the actual length of the game now. Dun, 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 dun. More ice flowers. Yeah, when I do these minigames or go back and do the Toad thing, I have time to talk about other things regarding the game. So that's nice. Can I get more of those? I've decided, like, I follow a pattern of going in rings, because I noticed that Bowser tends to spawn somewhere in the center. But I get unlucky on that, and just the corner is not on my side. But I have yet to get perfect on these. I was close, though, by, like, one, which is to say 2 cards that represent 1 item. Oh, and you can get stars here, too, which makes the yellow Toad house kind of useless, but stars do not come up that often in red houses. They're the least likely to show up, so, you know, get them if you can. If you even know they're even there. Their ship will, just wait there, floating by the castle ominously. Alright, so we've met the water level. This is the athletic level. Athletic levels are bouncy, cheery, frantic, and they take place in the air. So, yep. Aha! It is a vine! Vines! How'd I know that was there? Well, at least in that case it was a hidden block, but it is kind of funny to have to duck under it. Of course, if you're small, ducking not necessary. Oh no, blocks on the line that are forcing me to go up instead of, like, you know, just kind of squeezing my head in there. Mario hit his head too many times one day, and his parents were like, "Wear the stupid helmet." The propeller had pursued signs of seriousness, and it alleges that I am professional. Okay? Do not make fun of my hat. Or make fun of my hat. That's up to you. Alright, you can waggle. I'm going to keep calling it waggling, because that's what we do here at Nintendo. We give cute names to ordinary things. Waggling moves the screw up or down, depending on what it's designed to do. And it just affects the other one on the other side. Kind of a carryover from that one thing in Mario World where the one mushroom goes down, one goes up. That's pretty much that, except they can reset. Or you have to wag them to make them work, and there's more room on them. I'm probably more likely to die in the air levels, because, surprise, enemies are not usually the reason I die. It is usually I'm falling off. Really. Yes, really. That's so true with Mario 64 also. Not gonna lie. But, yeah, it's like, the bosses are nice and easy. The levels, it's like, oh, I touched lava. Oh, I touched nothing. I'm coming down. So it was a lot of fun figuring out the intricacies of the Wiimote in terms of how the input lag could happen if you don't have it set up just right in terms of what goes into the actual connecting thing, which is the Bluetooth. It is Nintendo's own way of interpreting Bluetooth, which went through a revision or so before they had the Wii Motion Plus controller. I'm using a Wii Motion Plus controller because I want the most motion, I guess. It is funny that they even did that, considering if you're going to sell motion controls, it's like, nah, just kind of piecemealing. Don't give them all the motion. Just give them some janky half-working motion. They'll take that, right?
Yeah.
All the motion. My wiggle waggle, friggle fraggle, rock! Alright, one level and a castle level. Sounds good to me. What kind of level is this? Behold, it might be a regular freaking level. Wow. Although every level has something to it. Even despite fitting a theme. Dun dun. Although I kind of didn't mind when levels are more similar back in Mario World. So it's just how you, however you want to do it. Right? Aha! They said I couldn't get a coin. They said I had to wait for a Koopa Troopa. They said it couldn't be done. I'll have you know the guide I'm looking at is a bit bupkis in deciding how I could get coins when I have cleverer ways like that. But I just needed to know where they are, not necessarily how to get them. Except for a few cases, like World 8 and World 9 kind of mind. Jesus is going back to wherever he came from for 3 days under a rock. Alright, none of that silliness anymore. Unless we're playing a game about Easter. Then we can make jokes about how the Son of God was born inside a rabbit's egg. Yes, that's right. I can't tell you the answer to that, because the answer to that is we somehow combined, like, you know, Reformed Christianity with pagan holidays. Think about Christmas for a moment, why don't you? Anyway, yeah, enough of that! We're on this wheel of fortune! I mean, no. No, we're not. I have seen Wheel of Fortune, or game shows, and with the exception of this trivia thing with, like, what was it, Ken Jennings or something that hosted it, or like these 3 people that are like experts. That's a much better game show because trivia is actually hard. But I guess trivia is the exception to game show rule, because game show rules, I tend to think that people playing them are out of their gourd. I feel like I could win a lot of money in the game shows, but you know, getting on one is probably a hassle. Certainly for me at this juncture, but it's just like, you know, what if you keep winning and they have to keep you on the show the next day? They have to buy a hotel room? I don't know. But yeah, I used to be that guy that shouts out the screen of Wheel of Fortune, like, what the word is, until they get it, like, 10 minutes later. Sometimes just based on the fact that the puzzles they choose is kind of just the set of stuff they're using. I'm doing this level again, so I'm going to continue my Wheel of Fortune discussion. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Torture. No, just the fact that watching game shows, I felt like I was, you know what the modern version of watching a game show and trying to yell at the contestant is now? It's probably you watching this video, telling me what I need to do, like, years after I've already made the video. This happened to me, by the way, when I was doing commentary list playthroughs in, like, the early 2010s, so, like, I mean, I technically started 2013, actually, or even before that, when I was trying to just do it in other ways, like, getting off my feet, deciding I was going to do it. But anyway, yeah, it's like 5 years after I do a Mario video, it's just like, hey, you should have done this. I'm like, that was so long ago, that's not even on my, like, so much has changed from before now, in terms of how I approach video games. I still love them. But now I actually, like, fit time in them, around them, and try to do them more effectively. Even if I still do them more than, oh my god, my toad has died! Moment of silence for Toad. That Toad was left behind. However, I'm going to reset the clock. I'm going to dial it back and try that again. That was, yeah. Yep. That's usually how my Toad dies, too, by falling off. Sucks, don't it? But yeah, the modern equivalent of someone, like, years from now watching this video be like, you should have done this! And I'd be like, I'm so much different now. Like, I know how my audio works, I know how a lot of things work. I also, believe it or not, got better at them, as hard as that is to believe. But turns out there's a very simple reason for that. Stay healthy, okay? If you stay healthy, you can get better at video games. I promise. That's the short answer. The long answer is more complicated and also, you know, discussions reserved for me and any doctor. Although I will say some of them are actually unique to me. Like, not in the sense of which it's not things that might be uncommon or rare. No, like, just me. Somehow. At least a few areas. Not sure how that happened, but everyone's different. But yeah, like, you know, I obviously know I got better. It's like, you don't need to tell me. I could have been that guy, though. And, you know, it's tempting to be that guy. But you know what I did instead? Started a YouTube channel. Pretty much. And then I was able to see how hard it is to actually do when you're not even trying to do it for money. Because the first thing you learn on YouTube is to figure out how to actually make the video. And let me tell you, that is actually the longest step. It's not even just recording. You can't just click the button and be done. You have to have this stuff planned out beforehand. You got to use the right software. You got to know how codecs work. You got to know how your program works. Every single one for every single game or something. And you have to do a lot of testing. And you just have to know the game inside out on top of that. And now I add that with like a stellar commentary, which was less me practicing my voice and more me practicing just saying what I think. This time the Goombas have eaten their Wheaties. They're delicious Wheaties, by the way, I'll have you know. Although that's funny, I wonder if there's chestnut-flavored Wheaties. Maybe. Chestnuts roasting as the Goomba dies. As I open fire. Chestnuts roasting as I open fire. Oh boy. Word of advice, since Halloween and Christmas are somewhere around the year. Never, 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 unless you've planned like a year ahead of time, never force yourself to do something for a holiday in terms of creativity or release dates. Unless you have to plan that years out ahead, because I don't. So, I've made that mistake before with trying to do a Christmas set on Christmas, and it's like, I'm rushing this and doing terrible as a result, so, you know, if I end up doing something of that ilk, it won't be a unique pack of that sort, or it can be just viewed at any time of the year. Because people like that stuff, I think. There's not so many more Christmas games outside of the 90s ones, though. I wonder why that is. Music. Gears that are in the goddamn lava. Ice Mario has another property which I will share. You know Potaboos? You know the fireballs that come out of the lava? Ice Mario can kill them. This is a great thing. So I'll be doing it a lot. In fact, I guess that's why they give you Ice Mario on the castle levels, because they just screw with the dry bones and that and whatever else. Doesn't screw up the thwomps, though. I guess maybe you have to knock a shell or throw an ice cube at him. Or some shit, but I'm usually not in a position where I need to kill the thwomp anyway, and so it doesn't come up. Spin... I don't know if I could have spun jumped on thwomps. I don't know so I didn't try so. And if there's not a coin up there, I don't feel the need. So chances are if I learn something like that is possible, when a coin to mod learns me to it, I'll just remember it for the future. And there's no buzzsaws for me to try to attempt the spin jumping, so that's kind of sad and stuff. Mega Thwomps crushing through the blocks. Big ass Thwomp. He is... I guess maybe you can in order to get up those coins. Although, I was thinking of doing them... I haven't mentioned, but I've been wall jumping like crazy. Wall jumping is so easy, you just do it. It's so much easier than Mario 64. Although, that's because of the timing. Here, they give you, like, leniency by just letting you slide down the wall until you're ready to jump. So you can just keep sliding down the wall. I guess that works similar to, like, how it does Mega Man X or something? So I think Mega Man X may have been... If it wasn't for Mario 64, Mega Man X would have been my first game which I've experienced the wall kick. But that's because back then, I was mostly Mario. And DOS. I was mostly Mario and DOS. I can see how that's reflected in why people follow me, so it's pretty obvious. But I try to branch out here and there, but I stick to the stuff I do. You know, going in lava. That green pipe is not really all that well hidden. Maybe I should go in it with a little help from my undead friends. P-switch means I gotta run before I die in the bonus area. Imagine dying in the bonus area. I would be upset. Like I could have been. But yeah, I started playing this as I was getting over a family emergency. I don't know if that's reflected in how I'm playing right now. But by this time of the recording, I've had over a month actually, and a month is a good amount of time for me in regards to things like that that are very infrequent. Like maybe something equivalent has been like 3 times. That hit me hard. Obviously, there's tragedy beside that, but I mean, those that hit me hardest, I need, like, some time. And I got that time. And I was also sick, so I just kind of said vacation from YouTube, but it wasn't really that, because imagining wanting to play video games and not really being able to. There's just so many things. And that was heartbreaking. So, yeah, Kamek's in this game. He does his magic shit. And then the Koopalings are kind of similar to what they do in the Fortress, except with a modified arena. There's an exception to one Koopaling. Actually, no, maybe two, but it just depends on how the arena is made. I imagine this would be a bit overkill with 4 people, considering he only has to be hit 3 times, so... I almost wonder if the co-op was an afterthought, but it certainly wasn't. It was definitely part of the development since early on. I guess we can ask those YouTube analysts. I like watching explanations as to, like, code or, like, the development, because those kinds of stuff I watch, and speedrunning, since they know more about it than I do, and I listen very intently to that stuff. Particularly if I'm just eating lunch. Yeah, that's one of those things where I just, like, eat lunch. It's like, I'm going to listen to some video. I'm doing that. Some of the people follow me. I'll probably do it with theirs, too. It's not that I don't think they're interesting. I just think information should play in my ear. By the way, Roy's our boy! And he's in Egypt. I know that makes somebody happy. Woo! Yeah. Fucking Roy in the desert. He's walking like an Egyptian. Holy shit. But yeah. That one's for you, Roy fan that likes Egypt. Yeah! Yeah. If not for the fact I've become more of a Ludwig fan. Used to be an Iggy fan. I've become more of a Ludwig fan. So I'm a Ludwig fan now. Now you know.